Pat,
Pat, we're going to go to someone else right now, but hang with us if you would.
We have David Schubman who's joining us. David, where are you and what's going on?
Hey, we are right now, we're at near 15th and Lake, a couple blocks north of Lake, but it's been a while since we checked in. Last time we saw you, we were riding through a ghost town. We found a large gathering at Hiawatha in Lake. It was about 200 people, I would say, and they were there in what looked to be prayer, and then the police showed up trying to break up this gathering, and at first the protesters were marching right at the police with their hands up, but the police were in formation, in line, and they were firing flashbangs, rubber bullets, and they threw tear gas as well, and the crowd did disperse. Now, we managed to get to a safe distance off to the side. We captured this whole thing, got some very compelling video, and the police actually turned toward us because there was a couple cars behind us that were sort of, I would say, rubbernecking. They had stopped, slowed down, rolled their windows down, and the police started firing paint canisters at the cars. And as soon as we were going to come up and try to bring this all to you live, there was a woman, she was driving one of those cars. She got hit in the face. She had a nasty gash on the bridge of her nose, and we went over to try to just see if she was okay, and she was in a lot of pain, and there were actually a couple strangers from out of town just passing through, as they said, who were there to help her with this, and they got her to a hospital, and it was tough to see. I tweeted it, and some of the people responded to the video of seeing how she was hurt that, well, it was after the curfew and she was breaking curfew. Now, with the peaceful protesters, I think we've learned tonight, after the curfew was enforced, that it didn't matter to the officers what was peaceful, what was not. They were there to do a job, and by the time we got back from the girl who had cut her nose open, the crowd had completely dispersed, and we don't even know where they went. It was pretty actually stark how empty things were and quiet, and how quickly it had all happened. So we have been trying to find crowds just to see where people are. We've seen a couple of crowds, but a lot of these little residential streets around us are blocked off right now, and but it is quiet. There's a few people here behind us, but from what we've seen, when there's smaller groups or single people walking around, the officers are not really going after them. It's really when you see the large gatherings of 100 or more people like we came across earlier.
Hey, David, you said you're at 15th and East Lake?
Yes, 15th Avenue and 2 blocks north of Lake.
Okay, because we're hearing something about 14th and Lake, and we're just trying to figure out.
We were just trying to get down there. We were just trying to get down there. The roads are blocked off for cars, so we were walking when a red laser pointer actually appeared to be pointing straight at us from what looked to be police vehicles down that road. So just out of safety's sake, we didn't want to push forward too much, but it didn't look like a crime scene like what you would expect to see if somebody had been shot, as someone had mentioned to us.
Hey, David, as we look at your video again of all this stuff that went down, Did the police come up on them randomly? I wonder if they got tipped off that there was a gathering there? Were these people somewhere else? Because it's becoming so quiet out there right now that to have a group of 100 or 50 people gathered, it's almost like shooting off a flare tonight and saying, "Here I am, come get me."
I think you make a great point about that, and what was so funny about the timing of it all was right before the police arrived, we were about to interview a man who was part of this gathering, and he had said, everything's quiet right now here, but my girlfriend, she just told me that the police will be making their way over here. They're trying to find us, to break us up. So, and then it happened almost immediately after he said that, and it got into, you can see in the video, pretty intense confrontation, but it worked in terms of breaking up the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, you've got, I hear the helicopter above you. You've got people texting and calling the police, and the police are able to answer the call tonight. You've got business owners protecting your business. You have a lot of people that are like, I get that you want to protest, but you've got a lot of people going, the curfew went into effect at 8 o'clock, respect it.
Exactly. And, well, yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to say about that right now, but we are going to try to get down to that 14th and Lake area that you mentioned to see if we can find out what's going on.
All right,
well,
David, thank you.
Thank you for
Stay
bringing
safe.
us that, and we'll do so.